What's going on, air signs? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective air sign message. For those of you all who are new here, air sign zodiac messages are dropped on Thursdays. Elements are dropped on Fridays. So if that's something that you are interested in keeping up with, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel, okay? Keep in mind that these are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with you every single time. However, I do offer private personal readings as well. So if that's something that you may be interested in, then make sure you check out the link in the description area. Okay? With that being said, today's element messages are going to pretty much tap into like removing certain blocks and or blockages, right? We all go through things in life, and at times, because we are so distracted by the outer world, we kind of lose sight on what's actually being presented to us. So I do want to tap in with spirit and get more clarification and confirmation as to what's actually going on and or what you may need to even do to overcome the energy that you may be in at this time. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into your message. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts and you know their situations. Can you please give me the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with the open mind and an open heart? I ask that you provide me with the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Ashe, amen. All right, so going into it, first question. Spirit, what does air signs perceive to be the problem at this time? Spirit, what do air signs perceive to be the problem at this time? Thank you. All right, listen. First card. What is it that air signs perceive to be the problem at this time, right? Air signs, y'all pretty much like, it ain't happening fast enough. Like, the miracle ain't miracling as fast as I needed to come through. Like, I've been waiting. I'm like, where is the miracle? Where is the miracles and or / blessing, right? It's happening all around you. Like, in front of you, on the side of you, on the other side of you, in the back of you. It's showing up. You have to be able to see the miracles when they present themselves, right? You may be expecting something to come like full force, 100,000%, right? You want it to show up how you see it showing up, but you're not recognizing the steps that were required in order for you to experience what you want as a whole. Do you understand what I'm explaining? So it's not that it's not happening. It's like it's really presenting itself like in bits and pieces type of thing. And because you're so focused on the end goal, you're not allowing yourself the space to actually appreciate what's in front of you already. Okay? So I get it. Like we do kind of, we tend to be impatient in a sense because we want what we be wanting. But that's not the problem here. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, you're looking at it as it's a problem, but shift that energy, right? I'm encouraging you, air signs, with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? Shift that energy and start recognizing the miracles that are all around you in this very moment. Like right now, right? Take 10 seconds to acknowledge the miracles that have taken place in your life just today. And they don't got to be something extremely big. Just acknowledge them, though. Spirit, what will create a breakthrough at this time for air signs? What will create a breakthrough? Okay. Impasse. I don't know how to say that, but impasse. I'm going to say impasse. The fact that you're not being blocked, right? So again, what would create a breakthrough at this time? For you to recognize that nothing's standing in your way, right? For you to recognize that anytime where there's like a detour or something that needs to be taken, it's actually a form of protection, right? You may be like, damn, all these blockages keep on popping up, everything keep on stopping me, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what's like. You're really being guided and you're really being divinely protected. See what I mean? Going back into those miracles we was talking about, you'll look at some shit like it's an issue, right? But it's not. Like, be thankful. Be thankful. Traffic might be slowed up, you irritated, you aggravated type shit, and come to find out when you reach your destination, like something went all bad, and had you had arrived 5 minutes earlier, you would have been included. That's a blessing in itself. You know what I'm saying? Accept the fact that everything happens exactly how it's supposed to, when it's supposed to, where it's supposed to, why it's supposed to, with who it's supposed to happen with. You understand that? Everything is like a blessing. Everything is a miracle. I mean, again, it depends on how you decide you want to look at it. However, when I asked, what could give a breakthrough at this time, again, start being thankful and grateful for those blockages that seem to come up, because it's like a redirection. It's not telling you to stop. It's like redirecting you to go another way. Maybe the way that you were going initially is the more complicated way, and that because that's the only way that you were able to see it in your mind. That's how you want it to happen. And your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides is like, no, like you ain't gotta you don't have to walk up the hill when you can take an elevator or something. It's like you want, whatever it is that you're doing, you are in some way, shape, or form complicating it. You are definitely making this complicated. And it don't have to be as complicated. It do not have to be as complicated. They really give it the energy of work smarter, not harder, right? Work smarter, not harder. So maybe you need to just take a step back real quick and reevaluate like how you showing up, like maybe you need to reevaluate the plan in its entirety. And it's not to say that something's wrong. It's to say that maybe you've gotten some information from somewhere or from somebody that's outdated, right? And there's a simpler way for you to do something. Okay? If you have the option to write a letter and send it in the mail, or send it via email, right? Do you know what I'm explaining? The writing the letter, you got to get the pencil, the paper, the envelope, the stamp. You got to get it to the post office. You got to hope that it gets there type shit, opposed to you composing an email and sending it electronically. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that. There's a simpler way. There's a simpler way. Some of y'all, they just said, some people are holding on to things and you're forcing yourself to hold on to it. Like you're holding on to it for dear life, when the easiest thing for you to do, the better thing or the best thing for you to do would be to let go. That was a message in itself for somebody, okay? Spirit, can you give us the card that indicates what is blocking air signs at this time? What is blocking air sign, Spirit? Okay. Mysticism. What is blocking air signs in this moment, Spirit? The fear of the unknown. What is you afraid of? Oh, because you don't know if it's going to work out how you thought it was supposed to work out. But does it even really matter when I just told you, like, the things that you're holding on to, right? You're complicating them. So you want to have so much control on how something looks moving forward, and you're making it a more complicated situation. Being afraid of the unknown, okay? When the unknown has more solutions, like infinite and endless possibilities that await you, but you're afraid to tap into them. You're afraid to walk into them. And I ain't trying to make it seem like you like scary or nothing. That's not my intention. It's just like the fact that, the energy is presented itself. You want to know what's holding you back? You being afraid of not knowing anything. It's like you don't even know what's going to happen outside of this moment anyway, right? Fear, false evidence appearing real. What's happening is you're allowing your mind to play tricks on you, right? Whether you're going back into an old space, whether you are moving too far ahead into the future, you can only do something with the present, like what's going on right here, right now. And based on what you choose to do right here, right now, then kind of sets you up for what's to happen next or tomorrow or later. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, you think that things are not happening in a way that they're not, that, like, you think they're not happening in like a miraculous way, right? Be the real concern here would be you being afraid of what's to come, or you being uncomfortable to even allow yourself to be open to what's to come, if that makes sense. Spirit, what do air signs need to do in order to create more of what they desire? What do air signs need to do to create what it is that they desire? It's taking quite a while. Spirit, what is it that air signs need to do in order to create more of what they desire? Okay. Make sure, listen, if this message is resonating or if you can relate to this, make sure you leave me a comment and let me know. You got instinct that comes out. And then you also get bittersweet. Okay? So what is it that air signs need to do in this moment in order for them to be able to create more of what they desire? For one, pay attention to your intuition. Like, I really feel like you be knowing what you need to do. They talk to you. You get these downloads all the time. You know what it is that you need to do to move forward. However, with this bittersweet energy, it's like, dang, I'm not really ready. Like, I know that moving forward, I'm going to come into better for myself, but I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really want to do that because I'm afraid of the unknown. Like, I know I need to do it, but damn, you know what I mean? That's the energy that these two cards are coming up with right now. So you just really got to put yourself in a position to trust you, really. Like, trust you, and to know that sometimes you do have to release certain things for you to be able to come into more. Especially when or if you know that you deserve and desire, you know, more than what you currently have. And it's not saying that you're being unappreciative. It's not saying that you're being greedy. It's like you just aligning with the energy that suits you. Like, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Yes, please do recognize what you have and be thankful and grateful for that, appreciative of that in this moment. And know that there's always room for growth, right? We desire to grow as humans in each and every area and aspect of our life. So that's not a bad thing. But I definitely encourage you to tap into your intuition and pretty much like accept things for what they are, right? Like, it can be a bittersweet moment, but you can, like, again, appreciate the whatever you're leaving behind. Appreciate it for what it brought you. Appreciate it for what it showed you, what it, you know what I'm saying, what it taught you, or whatever the case may be. Appreciate it for that and be like, all right, but now I'm done here. It's time for me to level up. It's time for me to boss up. It's time for me to move forward. It's time for me to do whatever it is that you know it's time for you to do, because you know it's time for you to do it. So, recognize what's really, really standing in your way. Just you, right? The real blockage, like I said, is being afraid of the unknown, or not wanting to tap into this unfamiliar territory or this unfamiliar place, but it's going to lead you into a place that you actually want to be in. So just allow it to happen, really. You know, play your role, do your part. With that being said, air signs, this is the message that I have for you all as a collective. I definitely hope that it brought some type of confirmation or clarity. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. And I will catch y'all later. Peace.